The father noticed the changes in his beloved daughter since her engagement. He was always unable to determine her mood. 1 hour she would be very happy, and another hour she would be sad to the point of crying. During her happiness, she spreads happiness to the entire house, and when she is sad, she prefers to remain alone and not mix with them as usual. Her eyes go out, her radiance fades, and her condition becomes calm, as if she were dead. One night, her caring father entered her bedroom when he noticed that she was crying and sniffling from the intensity of crying. When he asked her about her condition, she said to him, "My father, whenever there is a disagreement between us, he tells me that I am bad and not fit for him as a wife, and when the next day comes, he talks to me normally, as if nothing had happened between us in the first place. My father, he constantly threatens me to leave me and leave, and now our wedding has been decided." After a few months, the girl continued her speech while tears were flowing from her eyes. Her father hugged her to his chest, and her mother came to her and patted her back. After the conversation between them ended, he asked her to wash her face and come to him so they could talk together because he missed her. Her mother whispered to her, saying, "Don't worry anymore. Your father will take care of the matter." Her father sent a message to his daughter's fiancé, inviting him to come and see him the next day. He did come, and when he saw the girl, he ignored her, as they were still having a dispute between them. His daughter's features went out immediately after they were radiating light. Because of her happiness at his arrival, her father noticed but preferred to talk to him after eating, and after finishing the girl brought coffee and came to leave, he asked her to sit with them. Her father looked at his daughter's fiancé, who felt that something was wrong and almost knew what he wanted his future father-in-law to talk to him about. "When my daughter was 6 years old one day, her classmate knocked her to the ground and everyone laughed at her, so she came home crying, and I stopped her tears, and the next day she went home. I moved her so that she would not feel weak or embarrassed. I was always feeling her happy places, and when she grew up, I would pick her up in the morning, finish my work, and run to bring her home so that she would not be harassed on the street. My daughter and the beloved of my heart, I feared every fear for her and pampered her completely. I did not strengthen her throughout her life until he came. In the end, a man hurts her heart and makes her shed tears every night. He is cruel to her, embarrasses her, and always threatens to leave her. All this while we are still engaged, so what after marriage?" He looked at his little girl and said sternly, "Take off his ring and give it to him." His daughter was looking at him pleadingly to retract his decision. Her father said to her, "I know that throughout your life I have not forced you to do anything, but now I am forcing you, my little girl." Her father knew that what he was doing was for her benefit. It was better for her to cry for days and heal the wounds in her heart than to cry all her life over someone who did not appreciate her.